It is now time for action round 7. And if you remember from last time, the British are doing quite well. We managed to capture one of the 2 victory point spaces we need up there, and we broke them, having them to flee there. So it's tempting to go, but I'm stymied here. And that's because there's a path here, and I can't take my brigades and my artillery up that. I would have to build a road. And that would only allow me to take, even if I did build a road, that would only let me take 1 artillery unit with me. I wonder if I'm stuck here. Maybe I should just hang on as best I can and try to capture something down here. Yeah. And we managed to hold out at Oswego. The French tried a little trick there, but we were not successful. So let's get on with the card draw. And when it comes up, first an Indian. 1, 2, man, that's not much. Okay, now we got this versus this. Aha. Frontiers ablaze. Score 2 bonus raid points for a single successful raid performed by an Indian or French AP. Bonus applicable after the raid roll, so I could fail and, yeah, after the raid roll. Okay. Yeah, we'll take that for sure, because it's also got all the actions we need. Put that back. On the British side, we have a rather bland card there, and then we have Armed Batumen. Remove an out-of-supply markers from 1 British stack. If not possible, remove one what? Route marker from 1 British stack. We don't have either of those. Since these are both the same thing, I wonder if I should put this in reserve in case I do end up with something like that. Yeah, I think I'll do that. That makes sense. The conditions are not there, so we use these conditions. Okay, so initiative 1, and when that's the case, the French get to choose whether to go first or second. They'll go first. No, I changed my mind. I'll change my mind. They'll go second. The British will go first. I think the French are kind of on the back heel, so they kind of want to see what the British try and be able to react to it a little better, I think. Okay, so British first. Well, with the light movement, I think I need to do this. I'll take this Mohawk and go 1, pick up George Washington, and march straight into Bayonets. I don't know how to pronounce that. That is going to capture that space. And I don't know if I'll be able to hold on to it, but since we have the French kind of on their back heels, I think this is a good move that forces them to react to me. And so that will adjust the score this way. Okay, that's the first one. Now, one of these army moves I'm going to save for reaction. And what I think I'm going to do is actually start a fort here. Come here, you. Just in case he tries to get cute. And I'm going to hand it over to the French now. For my Indian movement, I'm going to use the Abenaki and attempt a raid in Northfield. Because Bayonets and Tomahwks will be a successful raid. Finally. Raided. And remember, we have this Frontiers Ablaze card, which allows us to add 2 bonus points to that. I just knocked over a whole bunch of cards here. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, which allows 1 victory point here, so we're still within striking distance. We're not out of the game yet. Okay, that's the Indian. He was successful, so he actually goes to the lost box with the plunder. Okay, now on to our French card. I am formulating an idea here. I'm going to use that Navy AP for sea movement. And we're just going to pop. That's one from Quebec, actually. Into the sea box, and he will land next turn. I got to remember that. Don't let me forget. Okay, that's that. What else? With my first light movement, I'm going to go do this kind of little dance here. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to cover Niagara because with the other movement, I want to go 1, 2, 3 and initiate a battle here and try to retake that. The British do have reaction to that. And what would they do? And it's an army reaction. I could shove I can recover there. What should I do with this? I'm just going to commit 1. And we're going to bring him in. Like so. Okay, I'm not going to do pull up a battle up here yet. I may do it later. But that is the end of all the movement. And so the only battle we have now is this one here, with the French attacking and the British defending since they were there first. A little dice movement. Okay, French are, wait a minute, who's the attacker? French are actually the attackers, even though this was a French space. This space was empty, and the British got to it first. That's an important rule. There is a whole priority thing there. It could be conceivable that you have to, yeah, there's a priority you have to keep in mind. So we have 3 attackers here. 3 dice. And looks like 1 hit. Will advance the battle marker 1 and will actually yield a hit. Eat it, George Washington. And the British fire back. And also hit 1, which is going to yield. The British, as the defenders, are going to repel this attack. French cannot buy a win. All right, well, that is the end of action round 7. We're moving on to action round 8 next time. Well, thanks for watching.